In this lesson, we'll be learning about and practicing measurement conversion, meeting the requirements for TEKS 64H. People all over the world measure. They measure length, weight, volume, and when they measure using the customary system or the metric system. Here in the United States, we use the customary system. So if we're measuring length, that would probably be in inches or feet or even miles. If we're measuring weight, it would probably be ounces or pounds or even tons. And if we're measuring volume, it's likely to be cups or quarts or gallons. Throughout the rest of the world, the metric system is used. And when they measure length, they don't measure in inches, feet, and miles. They measure in centimeters, meters, kilometers. When they measure weight, they measure in grams or kilograms. And when they measure volume, it's usually in milliliters or even liters. We'll be making measurement conversions in this lesson, but not from customary to metric or from metric to customary. We will only be doing conversions within each system. We will not cross systems. Your primary tool for making measurement conversions will be your STAAR Grade 6 Mathematics reference material. You have this card in the resource section of your notebook or binder. Here, you're showed customary conversions. You're also shown metric system conversions. You will use this conversion chart to help you to make measurement conversions. When we set up our conversions, we're going to set them up as proportions to equivalent rates. Since we'll be setting them up as proportions, you'll be able to use your 6 proportion solving strategies or methods in order to make that customary or metric system conversion. Let's go ahead and try an example. If my driveway is 20 feet long, how many inches long is my driveway? So I'm going to label 20 feet in black. How many inches in blue? So I have 20 feet. And I want to know how many inches is that? I need to go to my STAAR card, my reference material card, and find the conversion fact for feet to inches. When I do, I see that 1 foot is 12 inches, or that there are 12 inches in 1 foot. I now want to write these as equivalent rates and solve my unknown value by using a proportion solving strategy. I think we can use the within method, going from feet to inches, from 1 to 12, which is times 12, using a scale factor of 12. So I can go from 20 to my unknown value of x, also by 12. And I know that 20 times 12 is 240. So that 20 feet is exactly the same measure as 240 inches. Our first example was a length measurement, inches and feet. Let's try a volume measure. If our class drank 28 pints of milk during lunch, How many quarts of milk did our class drink? So we have 28 pints. I'll mark that in black. How many quarts? How many quarts in blue? So I have 28 pints, and I want to know how many quarts that would be. How many quarts? So I go to my STAAR reference card, and I see that 1 quart is 2 pints, or that 2 pints would be 1 quart. See how I'm keeping pints and quarts on their own lines? I want to keep the same units of measure in the same places. So if 28 pints is my numerator, then 2 pints needs to be my numerator. I now write these as equivalent rates, and now I'm going to solve for the unknown value using a proportion solving strategy. I think this time, we can go between. From 2 to 28, I know I can multiply by 14. 2 times 14 gives me 28. So if I use the same method here, I'm using a scale factor of 14. 1 times 14 would be 14. 14 quarts. So that I know 28 pints is an equivalent measure to 14 quarts. Let's try an example using the metric system. If our classroom is 7 meters wide, how many centimeters wide is the classroom? So the classroom is 7 meters, so we'll mark that in black. How many centimeters? We'll mark in blue. 7 meters is how many centimeters? When we go to our STAAR reference card, we can see that 1 meter is 100 centimeters. And again, see how I'm keeping them on the same line? So these can be written as equivalent rates, and we can use our proportion solving strategies to find the unknown value, how many centimeters. I think again this time we see how we can go between from 1 to 7 by a scale factor of 7. 1 times 7 would give me 7. So then I can do the same thing to my denominator, multiplying by a scale factor of 7. 100 times 7 would give me 700 centimeters. So I know that 7 meters is an equivalent measure to 700 centimeters. All of the examples we've done so far, customary and metric, were conversions we could do in one step. But sometimes it's going to take multiple steps. And let me show you what I mean by that. Earlier, when I wanted to convert from, say, yards to feet, I could simply look in my STAAR reference card for a conversion from yards to feet and set that up as equivalent rates and solve using one of my proportion solving strategies. This was one step. I won't always be able to do that though. What happens if I want to convert, say for example, from miles to feet? When I go to my STAAR card, I see a conversion from miles to yards, so I could go from miles to yards, but I can't get from miles to feet. So this tells me I'm going to have to convert in multiple steps. Instead of being able to go straight from miles to feet, first I'm going to have to go from miles to yards. And then I can go from yards to feet. So I'll get from miles to feet, but it's going to take me 2 steps to do it. Let's show an example of a multiple step conversion. If my driveway is 5 yards long, how many inches long is my driveway? 5 yards long, I'm going to mark that in black. How many inches long? I'm going to mark that in blue. So we know we have 5 yards. That's how long my driveway is. We want to know how many inches that is. When I look at my STAAR reference materials card, I don't see a conversion fact for yards to inches, but I do see yards to feet. And the good news is I also see feet to inches. So I just need to do one extra step. Instead of going from yards to inches, we're going to go yards to feet. So 5 yards is how many feet? And when I look at my STAAR reference material card, it says 1 yard is 3 feet. 1 yard is 3 feet. When I write these as equivalent rates, or as a proportion, I can now use a proportion solving strategy. This one is called within. Using a scale factor of 3, 1 times 3 would give me 3. So if I use a scale factor here as well, the same one, scale factor of 3, 5 times 3 gives me 15. So I know 5 yards is 15 feet. So now I can come back to my original rate, and I can write like this. Instead of 5 yards, I'll write 15 feet. And now I want to know how many inches is that. I can convert from feet to inches. I know that because when I look at my STAAR reference card, it says 1 foot is 12 inches. So 1 foot is 12 inches. And when I write these as equivalent rates, I can now solve for my unknown value by using a proportion solving strategy. I think I'm going to use between. I think I'm going to go from 1 to 15. 1 foot to 15 feet means I'm multiplying by 15 using a scale factor of 15. And if I do the same thing down here, then I know that 12 times 15 will give me the equivalent number of inches. So I know right here 180 inches. My conversion, 5 yards is equivalent or the same measure as 180 inches. All we did was the extra step right in here of determining feet. We went from yards to 15 feet, and then we went from 15 feet to 180 inches. Let's go ahead and wrap up this lesson. In this lesson, I showed you whether it was customary measures or metric system measures, how to convert from one measurement to another. The first tool that I showed you needed to use was the STAAR reference materials card right here in this picture. Then I told you you would use one of your 6 proportion solving strategies, that once you had set up 2 equivalent rates, you would use your proportion solving strategies to find the unknown value. Now, of course, when there was a one-step process, it was relatively straightforward. You found the conversion fact on your STAAR reference card and used it to set up a proportion. But sometimes you needed to take multiple steps. So if you couldn't convert directly from miles to feet, maybe first you had to go miles to yards and then yards to feet. Using this video and the practice you'll have in the classroom, you should be able to convert in one step or multiple steps.